I'm Talpur, a full stack developer with over 12 years of experience in software development, project management, and digital automation. I've spent most of my career in public sector, but now I'm channeling that experience into freelance and private sector work, where innovation, agility, and user-centric design takes center stage. The clinic management system is designed to streamline daily operations for clinics, covering patient registration, appointment scheduling, billing, and medical records. It supports multiple roles, including admin, doctor, and staff, each with tailored access and workflows. The goal was to create a system that's fast, secure, and easy to use. I followed a layered architecture pattern. The front end is built in Angular with modular routing and lazy loading. The backend uses ASP.NET Core 9.0 with RESTful APIs and Entity Framework Core for ORM. Authentication is handled via JWT tokens, ensuring secure role-based access. The database is a SQL server designed with normalized tables, foreign key relationships for scalability. My application comprises of several modules. The first is user module. It is used for management of users, their registration, activation, deactivation, password management, etc. Second one is patient module. This module manages operations related to patient, their registration and management. Third one is appointment module. This module manages and creates appointments of patient visiting the clinic. The fourth module is the lab reports module. This module is used to create lab tests, insert test parameters, valid ranges, etc. and also creates and fills reports for patient on prescription of doctor. Then the prescription module. This module is used for doctors to advise lab reports, medicines, record patient vitals, and enlist diagnosis and clinical remarks of patient. Billing module. This module handles tasks related to billing, appointment receipts, lab report receipts, etc. And I will be briefly describing the code that I've developed for the client application in Angular. I divided different components, different modules in different components. For example, for appointments, for home, lab, login, logout, modification and type, medications and their types, notifications. Each component separately handles a single or multiple functionality. In each folder there are multiple components as well. So I've segregated them into components, and components are enlisted in components folder. Then the second most important thing is the services directory. It includes the logic that is used to communicate between the API and this Angular application. Styles are developed by me with the use of Bootstrap and CSS. Access is totally user based, role based. Every user has its own role. Based on that role, his or her menu is selected, and only pages that are accessible to him are visible to him. Otherwise, it is not recommended. It go back to the login page. So this is a brief introduction of my Angular application. Is developed on latest Angular 20. Latest Angular, while the backend is developed in .Net. After this, I will be going to explain the backend code a little bit. I have divided the backend application in two projects. One is domain and the other is the main API. Domain handles all the code related to models and view models, and some helper functions that are used in the code. In the code, I have used entity code first approach, in which I'm using a context. The models that I've created, based on those models, database tables are automatically created. Then for each model there is a controller that handles the communication between the API interface and my code. Every request arrives in these controllers, and every response is sent from these controllers, while the main logic is not in the controller. Main logic is segregated into concrete classes, the managers and their interfaces, for modularity and dependency injection. So each entity, whether it is a city, user, patient, prescription, lab report, every entity has a separate manager that handles its functionality. Moreover, I've used AutoMapper, state-of-the-art JWT security, encryption, RSA encryption, backend coding and billing is also integrated with the help of PayPal. So this is a brief introduction of my backend application. I've also developed reports in PDF with the help of Quest PDF, the open source library. I've tried to use as much. I've made the code following standard naming conventions, code guidelines, and have depicted proper comments so that the code is easy to understand and easy to manage in the future. The code is highly modularized, sufficient concern has been maintained. Solid principles have also been followed in developing this application. So this was the basic, some sorts of technical know-how about this code, a brief introduction about this code. Now I will be demonstrating how this application works. So I will be displaying the UI of this application. This is the login page. The logo, the page, and the look and feel all designed by me. First of all, I will be getting logged in with the administrator user. So this is the dashboard of an administrator user, in which at start there is information about the total appointments, today's appointments, total income generated, any pending appointments, any unpaid pending receipts, any pending reports. All of that information will be displayed on admin dashboard. We have a menu here in which he could enter his or her tasks, total number of patients, how many patients are there, the stats are available here, and some other features like toggle full screen, change password and log out and settings are available here. On the left hand side there is a menu in which different sub-menus and menu items are available. By clicking on them, one could go into that particular module. For example, if you are talking about the patient records are displayed here. Patient can be created from here. Record is available here. User can be created from here. Similarly, appointments can be created from here. The record is available here. It can be manipulated, sorted, search, every feature, paging, each and everything is available here. Then we move towards the procedures that are available here, according on the basis of which billing will be carried out. So this page, then there are procedure types, different types of procedures. Then we have medication and their types. Then we have receipts, paid, unpaid, every kind of receipts available here. Laboratory, tests and parameters are available here. Then we have prescription, it is available here. So I've created the tables, sorting, paging, searching, filtering, everything is available here. User could modify, print or delete the prescription from here too. Then I'm going to move towards the doctor page. Similarly, dashboard is given for the doctor. Here information related to doctor, that particular doctor will only be visible, Dr. XYZ. And in the menu, things that are authorized for the doctor will be available here. He can perform, he can do work related to himself only. Similar is the case with the staff. So this is information related to, this information will be available according to the role that he is playing. So this is the overall playback, giving you an overview of the UI. Thanks for watching. I hope this gave you an insight into how I approach development with precision, creativity, and user first mindset. I'm currently open to freelance opportunities and private sector collaborations. Let's connect and build something impactful together.